hello, welcome back to Of the Devil, episode 1. This is episode 2, unless I decide to compile the footage, because I'm lazy. Alright, let's continue. High roller mode. Arya, let's see the log. We met Sarah, and she, wanted to find out why Asher died. Are you sure about this? You have questions too, don't you? Right now, I'm just a little better equipped to get answers than you are. Okay, go for it. I'll make sure they're watching. Is the air quality at Noble headquarters kept to state standards? All these Noble employees seem to have asthma. Is father also working under such poor conditions? They don't have asthma. Why are they all carrying inhalers? I know what an inhaler is. Oh, oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Did I mess up? On the contrary. Eyes wide, she's a DA. Quiet. She succeeded spectacularly in getting Noble's ears perked up. Emma Brockford. Let's see her log again. Huh. Didn't think I'd run into you here. Didn't think I'd be here either. But the powers that be think my presence sends some strong message to the mix, so I'm gonna get something. Back. The powers that be think my presence sends a strong message to the mix, so... No, wait, what are you doing here? A few minutes later. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you for saying that. She's so salty for losing. Many kind of words. David's masters. Oh. You can't all be as talkative as you. Normally, quoting poetry would feel pretentious, but you are so genuine in your reading. Fight me. That's Kaguya's signature pose. What? Like with Popstar? I don't know what you're talking about. Admit if you do. I can admit because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who that is. Wait, now you're saying you don't know who Kagu... What? Quadruple platinum is crazy. 1086 years old. 2083. Kaguya Lower explained, Kaguya Iceberg explained, Kaguya Luna Torture gets where to buy it. Ma'am, aren't you about to say something? So surprised to see you here now, Morgan. Plan the services? No. That's the case. Why are you here, Morgan? Ha! Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to disrupt your morning. Why is she so mean? Here for the same reason as every other suit they got going on. Money. Not wrong, there are a lot of annoying. And 6, the annoying agenda is going around before my friend's body is even cold. The honest truth is I don't even know if David had a will. The company helped him manage his estate. Legal is probably already on it. Judging by how much coffee that intern is carrying into the elevator, certain they are. Right, so if you're not here for the funeral or the readings of the will, Starling asked me to come here actually, on a matter unrelated to David's passing. Unrelated matter? That's convenient. Isn't it? But now that I am here, it's come to my attention that the police have made a determination in the case of David's death. Did you hear that? Am I mistaken? No, you're right. They concluded that it was suicide. Because I'm going to have to contest that charge. What? The state has made a charge. I'm arguing against it. The hell are you talking about? The police believe David committed suicide. Suicide is a felony in this country, detective. They still have that? That's so... Imagine locking up a corpse behind bars. Because they did... But we're not in the habit of bringing dead men to trial. Especially not for their own murder, Morgan. A trial, of course not. There would be a preliminary hearing. What does that mean? Okay. As formality, assuming the courts aren't busy that day. Grant that, Georgian. I'm going to have to insist on formality. David gone, I have the only say, really. I'm, after all, his criminal attorney. All that money needs his drinking buddy to be his attorney? Bullshit. I'm also skeptical, Morgan. It's a pretty serious conflict of interest to be your friend's defense attorney. So you're right, it is a conflict of interest, and I would have said as much to him if I had the chance. What do you mean? I only found out that he wanted me to be his attorney today. After he died? How the hell did he miss that memo? Embarrassing, isn't it? Fair, it was hidden pretty well. Oh, I didn't know you had an Android, Morgan. It's cute. Thanks, but it's actually David's. And it's technically my witness. Witness to what? 38 hours ago, that is David Asher communicated to me as a matter of record the following explicit legal intent: that in the case of any and all criminal charges brought against him by the state, his attorney would be Evangeline Morgan. That's a sick name. I thought her first name was redacted or something. Whoa. Evangeline? Whoa, whoa! Wait, seriously? Your name's Evangeline? Your parents named you after a Christmas carol? Should we all be curtsying? It's not that funny. No, of course not. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Evangeline. Your friends call you Angel. Here, Kikui's on tour detective. Should I get you tickets? You could have your dad drive you like all the other 15-year-olds. Hey. Looks like we're getting off topic. What were you just telling you that David Asher wanted her to be his criminal defense attorney? Imagine my surprise. Android's recording of a verbal expression of intent isn't exactly ironclad. Morgan. That's fair. Did I skip something? If we're going for an upper level court, I'd expect that to be open to all kinds of scrutiny. We're talking about a preliminary hearing. Formality, as he called it. If he asks for representation, he deserves representation. Doesn't matter whether he's dead or alive. I'm missing something? What difference does it make? Not even an adjutant would be obtuse enough to sentence a dead man. No, there wouldn't be a sentence, but the adjutant will render a verdict. Verdicts have consequences, even for the deceased. Is that what this is about? What's she getting at? The court agrees if this was a suicide, the verdict will retroactively affect evaluations of the individual's mental health. Either it was the right man or not. You know anything about a state tox law, detective? No. Sure you'd be happy to educate me. More than happy. An individual found by a court to not be of sound mind can't very well give their consent to the lawyer drawing up their will. If his will is compromised, all of David's considerable assets would suddenly be thrown into legal limbo. In which case the state would be legally obligated to come pick up the pieces. So this is just about his money. I'm almost disappointed in you, Morgan. Well, when you take into consideration all the factors, it's actually more complicated than that. For example... Huh? Never mind. No, Strong, you should speak your mind. Significant holdings in art, real estate, and intellectual property. House, of course. Great deal of stock. Returned principally noble. Wait, what's the point of owning shares of a company you own? So you own part of the company that you already own. Whatever, it's not real money. Noble would suffer a serious blow to its commercial image and standing in the financial community. All of which should say there's a great deal at stake here. Not the least of which is the reputation of a man whom I was proud to call my friend. You're not buying this, are you? In case you haven't noticed, the city is working closely with Noble on this. They're not going to let you bring them any unwanted attention. Sony did her part. They're watching, and they've stopped trying to hide it. From here on out, it's a gamble. Noble Electronics already has unwanted attention. Why are you raising your voice? If nothing changes by the end of the day, the whole country is going to hear David Asher committed suicide. By midnight, there will be questions about his competency, concerns about why the brain inside every single Noble ad was built by an apparently unstable man. The shareholders will have nothing to do all Sunday, but brood over the sad thought and all its disturbing implications. Shareholders. By the time the markets reopen on Monday, I would expect a great deal of volatility. That's so. I understand Noble's apprehension, of course, Emma. I just feel like right now, the fiscally conservative thing to do would be to not get in my way. So you've got your reasons, and Noble's got a lot to think about. What should the district attorney... district attorney's office devote valuable time to playing out this game of yours. They're certain they'll win. I guess without saying. Courts should have an opening at 6 p.m. I didn't have anything planned. Then it's at 8. Detective, where do you get her clearance set up? Yes, ma'am. Dates every hour, yeah. You're out on a limb, Morgan. Better not linger. Here. Clearance for all the relevant sites and police firewalls. You can interview and investigate with your authority as an officer of the court now. If you haven't already been doing that. Don't even think about being sloppy with discovery on this. Rockford might think you're funny, but I appreciate the warning, Detective Reyes. It's nice to know you care. I live to serve. And protect. Woo! Thanks for the assist, darling. Yeah, no sweat. Are all the cops like that? Or are they more like that Detective London gentleman? I like her. Comes from being short. Most cops are short, yes. See you at the courthouse tonight. Need anything in the meantime, don't be afraid to ask. Good luck, both of you. What do we do now? A few options. Access the crime scene now, probably the best place to start. Go over to the company building as well. Get me registered. Company building? I think I've heard that before. Among other things. Either David killed himself or he didn't. It's almost certain his asshole corporate overlords who are to blame. In which case I'll want to take my sweet time raking them over the coals. Nothing? What about father? When can you see him? He'll be at the morgue by now. Medical examiner will speak to me now that I'm operating under the court's authority. If I stop to flourish paperwork at every nurse and security guard with nothing better to do than ask questions. I'll have to... What's that look for? Your father's friend. Thank you again for reminding me. Aren't there people you'd like to speak with? Other friends you want to know? Bad news shovels fast. I'm sure everyone in the country has heard about David and this morning. Well, that heartbreak shit did keep me pretty occupied these last few weeks. And I was never one to pry. If there was someone who could tell me more about David's personal life over the last several months, it'd be worth the effort of finding them. You have someone in mind? Maybe somebody you met recently? Musician. Kenny beats the police. He's my only one. He's my only white homie. I'm gonna search. Completed my search. I found nothing! She's so proud of herself. Thanks for the old college try. So they're really listening to you. Father was a private man, in person and online. Just a few letters and the fact he was a musician. I'm afraid we don't have enough info to narrow down the results that and I. Oh, we have plenty of information. Just need the right person for the job. What person is that? Time, date, expunged. Precinct 112. Detainment room. 001. And who would you even have called? I don't know. Oh, this is Fran? I still should have gotten my phone call. Instead I got you. Who are you again? My latest guardian? You foster parent? Want me to call you mommy? I'm not really the motherly type. Heyo, we might actually get along. So I've got good news and bad news. Not your guardian, I'm your lawyer. I'm given a lawyer because you're being charged with a felony. Fascist pigs? No way! Sleeping is a felony now? Hacking into a government's database has been a felony for a very long time. That wasn't me. Every keystroke's your IP address, your long times, the playlist you were listening to. That was for a homework assignment. Here's what I don't get. You got in, copied the data, could have gone right out, so they would have even known they've been robbed until they saw the password show up on black market clearance 2 weeks later. If you didn't get out, you stayed and made changes to the database, rubbed the bank out, clean money, and dragged a can of spray paint behind you all the way home. The cushy... the cushy trap is crazy. Right, look, I didn't steal anything. That wasn't already compromised. Only data I edited was my own. So if anything, they should be thanking me for correcting their mistakes. What, did they get your birthday wrong? My name. Name changes are only 2 pages of paperwork. You just need to fill out the form and get a signature from a parent or a guardian. So, it's good news then. Good news was that I'm your lawyer, not your guardian. The hell? That's good news. That's just the thing you said. Don't be so sure. Lawyer's a lot better than a guardian. How's that? Parents, guardians, foster, whatever, they're all supposed to take care of you because it's the right thing to do. Lawyer is someone who always does what's best for you, no matter what, because that's how they get paid. So how good at your job? Hello, Manco. It's pronounced Coyer. I don't know. I know how it's pronounced. Kerr. Fran, don't call me that. When I met Fran at that police station, I couldn't help but bet that had landed the jackpot. A valuable asset with a skill set complementary to my own personal and private pursuits. Someone who, after seeing the sweetheart probation deal I managed to land with them, will be more than happy to help me with whatever I need, whenever I need it. Always so cold, Fran. Can I even get a good morning? Let's see Fran's log. Fran. September 20th. Student, hacker, but don't put that down, obviously. Haptics, synth music, sentimentals, teaser, politicians, adults, cops, alarm clocks. Rarity, originality, history, vibes. No favorite subject, four subjects, literature, social study, athletics. Programmer and not good at humanities is... Can't even good morning? Such thing, nothing good has ever happened until the afternoon when people are actually awake. God said it was a compulsive liar. Was a compulsive liar with a horrific sleep schedule, a crippling addiction to poor time management. What do you want, Red? Can't call you up just for fun? Not if you don't want to get blocked. I need to find somebody for me. Can't do it. I've got homework. We both know the only time you ever do your own homework is during class. The classes do. I've got sports. You can't tell basketball from a hockey stick. I've got a bidding war to win. You're the only person on Earth bidding on 70-year-old Gucci. Gucci is crazy. An Air Jordan. Vintage reps, Fran. I think you can take your eyes off the auction block. Hold on. Fran is Francois Snow. So yeah, so sorry, but I'm busy. So hoping we could get straight to the carrot portion of the routine. We're consistent doing things from the top. Huh? Had an interesting conversation with your parole officer yesterday. Oh yeah? I've been really into the self prefixes lately. What? Self-motivation, self-actualization, self-help. Oh. He thinks he could really benefit from that. You're lying. You got all the workbooks ready? Clearly your Saturdays are stacked, so make sure your Sundays are full of fine, I get it! I need to find a local musician. Musician? Knowing you, this will be a electro swing or some other offer. Last name Powell or Parker? That's all you got? They'll be in David Asher circles. Wait, Asher? You're working yet? Should be more than enough for a clever kid like yourself to go on. Don't go expecting any miracles. I need this soon. Within the hour, ideally. No, I have other clients, don't you? Other clients who actually pay you on time? Musician, find him. Okay. We've been talking over the phone. You're very animated, Adonai. What do you mean? Just that you're very expressive when you talk to people. Of course I'm expressive. If I wasn't, how would anyone Wanna know what I'm thinking? See, I'll keep that in mind as we wait your release. Back to tag on? Of course, father would. Yeah, I know you want to. Why should I let you? I can take notes for you. Move heavy objects. And I'll learn to do more. I'll subject every individual we encounter to a basic survey, procure biographical information on them while I gain experience in questioning, subjecting them to torture. I can help that, and I. How fast can you fill out forms? Fast. Congratulations, you're halfway to being a paralegal. 200 kilograms. Barely, though. Paralegal? Question mark. Martial arts, carbonation, collarbones. Static, blackouts, elevators. I'm good at a lot of things. I'm not sure how skills differ from talents. The 180 degrees rule. I also... She's very funny. Coming? Right away, Adonai. Pretty quiet elevators, huh? Dining room. Could have taken the next one. It's a busy building, detective. Can't hold up everyone else on our account. Anything you'd like to grumble at me before I start? Don't touch anything. I don't care that you're wearing gloves. I have been to crime scenes before, you know. Long before the police got there in many cases. Look, Rockford asked me to not get in your way, but that doesn't mean I'm going to bend over for you. Do you at least have the autopsy report? No. Are you seriously? I don't. She doesn't? The report should have come in hours ago. Wouldn't take this long and the cause of death was still... And I'd settle for a summary of the preliminary findings. Emergency call was made shortly after 8 p.m. last night via the home security system. Emergency medical vehicles... I don't know how I said vehicles there. Emergency medical service had a VTOL. The air within the minute. They landed on the penthouse helipad at 8:08. Their dasher was found unconscious, with low blood pressure and a weak heartbeat. He wasn't breathing. In-flight auto triage administered artificial CPR while in transit to Gatesfield Memorial. Declared dead a few minutes after being taken to the emergency wing. Cause of death is being investigated. Be an educated guess. He stopped breathing, so they gave him oxygen. His heart stopped pumping, so they had machines take over. His brain activity dropped to 0. There wasn't anything else they could do. It was poison, wasn't it? What kind? Don't know, do you? They don't know either. Like I said, ma'am, we don't have the autopsy report yet. Why are you certain it was poison, Adonai? Couldn't it have been an accidental overdose? An overdose on a commercial drug, even a pre-med student would have spotted it on the hospital's intake screening. They would have been able to pump his stomach, neutralize his bloodstream, and he would have lived. But he didn't live. So it must have been something deadly, compound designed solely to kill. Fast-acting, deadly poison that causes respiratory failure. This can't be that long. Even just the process of elimination, the medical examiner should have identified it by now, unless suspected designer drug, don't you, detective? Why is it you're only quick on the uptake when it suits you? Nothing else makes sense given what we know and what we don't. But the CDCA... Decriminalize all drugs? Maybe this ain't such a dystopia. That's cool. Decriminalizing cat like all rage drugs. Guess you're entirely clueless about politics. So whatever father overdosed on should have been in the hospital's database. You need to update your definitions. You're confusing designer drugs with recreational drugs. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Is Nerve Legal yet? Best New Dead's 2086. Nirvana designed by who? What's the difference? Recreational drugs are decriminalized and sold through pharmacies after years of testing and mountains of paperwork. The average designer drug was posted last week in a 19-year-old's line-cook bathroom on the other side of the globe. Hospitals can't know the proper countermeasures for an overdose of a drug that didn't exist for hours ago. I came across makeshift labs all the time when I was uniform. So it's like gas station weed or something. The equipment's cheap and widely available. Black market cooks, gray market peddlers, and white collar lobbyists all chasing each other's tails on a long line to find the next big hit. CDCA didn't change shit. More people die from ODs than ever before. Only difference, it's their families finding them in the living room, and not beat cops finding them on street corners. Real comforting, I'm sure. Wasn't you talking, I'd say that was criticism of law enforcement. Not law enforcement, just the law. Assuming it's a designer drug, that would certainly make things more complicated. For the insurance guys, maybe. For us, whatever we used to do it, he still killed himself. I gotta. For us? Okay, I'm back. For whatever he used to do it, he still killed himself. He didn't kill himself, for you insist. Good to take a look around. No. Sure, make yourself at home. What's that face for? I thought there would be an outline. Outline? Right where they found father. In the movies? Like in film. I went to the police. No work. Bring up their ARCS file. Augmented reality crime scene. I see. There's an outline. So this is where he died at the hospital. This is just where the medics found him. It's the sensors and cameras they were wearing that create the basis for the ARCS. I realized they were walking into a crime scene, but their body cams gathered data all the same. Where do we start? You can start by falling behind me and try to be as quiet as possible. Starting to get a feel for when she's pouting, even without looking. Check the body. Says here that when the medics arrived, he was on the floor, faced up. Does that tell you something? Hey, if you were going to drink a glass of poison, would you be sitting or standing when you did it? I find it very difficult to speculate on the hypothetical scenario. A seat by his body is pulled out. If he seated when he lost consciousness, I'd expect him to find him slumped over on the table. But he wasn't found slumped over. No, he wasn't. If he had been standing when he lost consciousness, I would have think he would have fallen forward. He's collapsed less neatly. What can you conclude from that, Only that I'm missing something. Table. Oh, cool. Password locked, but already cracked by the police, it seems. All the locks are take-home safe, nothing spicy. When was the last use? 7:48 p.m. Still reading work emails only a few minutes before you committed suicide. Morbid. A lot of messages marked priority that break their way back to an article. Warm android blood saved soldier's life. In a stunning and heroic episode, one of our nation's brave soldiers had their life saved by a noble android. A way that no other competitors private playing badly. Destroyed the situation he's scared but animate 16 enforced one of the few warm androids being tested out by the armed forces. So then away for evac, it opened up its arteries and pumped life. Ew! Life-saving UD. Synthetic plasma into the young man's veins, stabilizing him long enough for him to reach a military hospital. I have no doubt he'd be dead if there was any other android fighting alongside him, said one commander, who asked not to be named. I always thought Noble was only good at making ads that look good. Now I know that they've got something inside that no one else can compete with. Brings a well-deserved shot in the arm to Noble's stock prices and market share. Certainly an interesting idea. Let's hear a contract for Noble to provide the arms with more models. Just got people talking. If we just ignored our constituents' feelings on this matter, we'd be neglecting our duty as politicians. And I know none of my peers would ever try to put a price on the life of one of our soldiers. While additional details about the incident have remained closely guarded, plays. Oh damn, you're not logging into the details. That's the article I've seen going around. I'll have it marked as priority. Real price. Easy PR. No, take me back, no! I swear, No, the stock! I swear I can get it right next time. Spilled alcohol. Foreign substances is clean. Rose River Whiskey, 12 years old. Recognize it? Sure, it's more partial to the brand. Good brain, only a bit overpriced, which is the bargain of a lifetime in David's world. No foreign matter present was the conclusion. So, police miss the poison? No. If they can't identify the poison, they can detect its presence by comparing samples of the whiskey to a bottle off the store shelf. So we can eliminate the possibility that the bottle of whiskey was poisoned. We'll have to find a smoking gun elsewhere. 2 cups, one empty, knocked over, one mostly empty. These look cheap. Did this guy bring them? Seen them before in the basement liquor cabinet. Kept these lying around? I knew he regifted those. I knew he regifted those crystal glasses I got him. Ark said that there was nothing foreign in the upright one, so can't have been poisoned. Those are inconclusive on the other cup, however. It's bone dry. Must have been nothing but fumes left by the time this was considered a crime scene. Both cups. That's not upright. Someone else must have been with them last night. Someone else touched the cup. Doesn't tell when they did it. Don't know who the prints belong to. Nye. Why don't we know who the prints belong to? This flag is not identified or... No, there's space for a name. But the field is black. Shit, am I already that late to the action? Detective Reyes. Yeah? There's a second set of prints in the cups. Is there a form you'd like me to sign? Not how nicely you ask. Sometimes people just can't answer. You know that damn well, Madam Counselor. I was afraid you'd say that. I don't understand, don't I? What does this mean? It means... whoever these prints belong to has very proactive representation. These prints belong to a witness, as you've guessed. You're more than welcome to their testimony. For their identity is, the department is being very considerate of the witness' privacy out of respect for their time and appreciation for the cooperation. Fine, forget the name. Where's our oath an option? From short in time. Have their vitals taken? Cockler. Gustav, Prince and Prince. Oh, we'll be getting any client information out of them directly. If all you bloodsuckers want to get together and tear each other apart, text me before you start. I'd like to watch. Yeah, I bet you like to watch. What does that mean? What does that even mean? I don't know. Just a moment to think. So, that was it. One chat, one peek at the cams, and you've already eliminated them as a suspect. Didn't have any poison, any drugs. Never think of gun. If they somehow did have poison in them, camera footage confirms they have no opportunity to use it. They drank from the same bottle as a dead man. As far as the department's concerned, they were nearly the second victim. But they aren't dead, or even ill from the sound of things. Puts an open cup beforehand and poured the safe bottle. What? Oh, evidence. from the parlor with the drink since he came back. This is already poured. The witness says he got them from the basement. Says not the cameras. No cams in the lab or the basement. It's like a security hazard. Why would Noble not set things up more carefully? It's intentional. Cams in his lab ever got hacked? Outsiders could steal his IP and kick Noble's monopoly to the curb. Okay. Ew. Sicilian. Hello, Sicilian. Wait, go back. Ed. This is just Sicilian, though. Pretty sure. This is like an actual chess opening. It's a game. This is just the Sicilian, is it not? E6. E6. D4. C. Takes on D4. The knight takes. No, wait. After it's open. What am I talking about? Okay. Okay. So the pawn is there, and the pawn is there, and the knight is there. This just is a game. I don't know about this. Algebraic notation. Was he studying an old game or playing against himself? Oh! I was thinking so far ahead, I didn't even consider that some people might not know what those meant. Black has checkmate in 40 moves. No, Sarah, that's not true. That's it's the opening. It's been 3 moves. Oh, a robot that's good at chess. We have to put you in. No, that's okay. Maybe there's other moves, but like that's not how robots determine. Take your word for it. Not play at night. No, especially not against David. That is to be expected. Anyone challenged Father to battle of wits would naturally grow tired of losing. Every game starts the same. Each player has the same piece, the same moves, the same options. True test of wit, strategy, and forethought. To me, it always seemed too boring, too fair. The smarter player wins every time. That is something you take fault with. I think Morgan would love Pokemon Showdown. You know, Gen 9 coin flips. You know, some like Slowking T-Wave, like she would love like Gliscor, Glowking, Zapdos scores, and just paralyze everything. How's a girl like me supposed to win a game like that? Look, I always admired this view. The buildings gleam with reflections of holograms in the sunlight. The shadows skirt out the the view secondary. Let's keep them in the street level as possible. These windows know David saw a wide spectrum autotendence. His own saw scars. So let's refrain the penthouse from then. Police androids monitoring the scene. Could almost mistake it for the real thing. So he's standing there trying to look important. Like an indoor dog taking its first trip to the park. You've never seen an android before. In person. Scan its chin, it's exactly where it is. Consider too forward or whatever. Nope, in another place. If the cabin downstairs, it's actually cold. Must have wandered Rose River in particular. What's to look for? You hungry? I'm an android. I do not get hungry. Are you being sarcastic? Only mostly. I thought you said you required organic nourishment. I do ingest organic substances. That doesn't mean that I experience hunger as you do. So when you don't ingest organic substances for a long time, I become tired. What a great feature. I'm done digesting. I don't need to know. Nice workspaces, but a pristine kitchen. It's a good cook, but only for others. See how it goes, you'd happily eat instant ramen and protein bars for all 3 meals, or 2, or 1. That's the food prepped to be found. Not so much as a cheese board. This guess was they must have shown up unannounced. Sink. Wash dishes in a single glass. Various dishes haven't been scanned for prints yet. And? I just assume you might want to do your job. Yeah, there are prints. Most match the victim. There's also, Hey! Don't think about me like that. All I did was walk over to you. Knocked over the salt, hadn't I? I was focused on the task at hand. Didn't realize tunnel vision was set up on your mod. Hadn't I, the salt. As I was saying, the witness prints are on that glass. That glass in the sink, they were drinking from cups in the parlor. Did you see a glass on camera? No. Somebody touched this glass. You did toss it over your shoulder. Witness must have thought about giving the guy some water, but he would have choked on it if they had tried. Do you think this glass was a murder weapon? It's bad luck, Adonai. Whacked him on the back of the head so fast I went between video frames. It's genius. You should go through the footage frame by frame to prove your theory. Sure. It's bad luck. Have you been going out the salt? Shouldn't a machine be above petty superstition? It's not a superstition, it's an ancient wisdom. Give me one logical reason to care then. Too much salt spills onto your food? It'll make you gag. Not me for setting the bar too low there. What?! Yeah, I'm sure that'll come up. I'm sure that'll come up. See, is that it? Okay. This is where the emergency call was made. 8:04 p.m. Before you ask, the witness left the parlor at 8:03. Not enough time for them to alter the scene. Do we remember? Private EMs came by air. They landed on the VTOL plant. You saw outside. He is filled very best if you can afford it. Around here, seems like you can afford a lot. But as insurance through its employer, just like most people. Yet executive level? Not like most people at all. Now I had the chance to survey the crime scene. Yeah? So do you think you know what happened? Detective, is his body still at the hospital morgue? Yeah, he's at Gatesfield, along with a half-hundred mobile MiGs, all called dibs. Just have to cut a 9. Sorry, get me a ride to Gatefield's memorial. What, you can do that, can't you? I can, but I need your payment information to get started. Yeah, okay. Understood. On my way down. Got it? It's incomplete. Set pickup for 10 minutes should be plenty. Crowd down there seems to have gotten quite large. 10 minutes to reach the pickup start may be an ambitious target, am I? How bad can it be? A heart with a bullet hole. Oh! I think I know what that is. I think that's a reference to the hit indie video game visual novel of the Devil, created by Nth Circle Studios and released in 2025. Episode 0 is free on Steam, and Episode 1 only $10. Appears to be a symbol for the Heartbreak Killer. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why'd that freak have a symbol, or a following, or these people, whatever these people are? Why the hell would they be outside David Asher's apartment? Because Noble's trying to cover up the truth. Those mechs in there are scrambling to shred every document they can. We need to stick together from a perimeter and try and catch them when they go to dump the scraps. Sure. What are you hoping to find? Proof that Asher was killed for trying to blow the whistle. Blow the whistle on Heartbreak? Noble doesn't want the world to know that the A-16 is sentient and homicidal. Heartbreak is an android? You think whoever did all that was human? Noble's advanced prototype went amok and started killing random people? Don't be a lamb, it only looks random. There's a clear pattern. As long as you're smart enough to see past the bullshit. Stop engaging. Smart kid, she gets it. She's asking the right questions. Know what you're talking about. Who these victims were related? It's gotta be deniable ops. Goddamn opinion. What cornslop asshole? That'd be the cyberpunk without ever thinking himself. Coincidence, victim number 6 was working in hard co-cops. They're putting something in the food! Kind of embarrassment. Hell, my pink text when the stick and shut this shit down. How about you, Adonai? What do you think about this Heartbreak Feather? They're just a murderer. Should be caught and sentenced like any other murderer. HK shot someone every day. It would take them 1,132 years and 11 months. Or 413,789 people. Good in mental math. Counted the leap years. What is the significance of that number? That's within 18 months of the Blake Fort Industrial disaster. Number by 2 for the injuries. Duck on another 183% for the birth defects. 413,000 dead. There wasn't anything evil about it. Just human error, some shoddy welding in time. I think that Heartbreak is nothing by comparison. Stand for whatever the crowd wants to do. Noble owns the cops. Only the cops they build in their factories. This is tough. For the party. moral relativism of yours seems like a strange philosophy of someone refreshing at an eye. You got the source on me? I'm only being realistic and humble. Just one woman, Sarah. Whatever I do, right or wrong, it's less than a % rounding error in the grand scheme of things. You tell that to your clients? No, they come to appreciate it when I win. I don't mean cops in particular. The same deal applies to anyone who works for the state. Terms were stark, but they didn't try it a long time ago, and we all agreed to them. Don't recall voting for it. Well, not voting is how these things come to pass, so traded freedom for safety, individual rights for collective power. The state wants, citizen lost. Or at least we can do is take the criticism head on. With a 30 being challenged? But they treat us like we're the bad guys. Sometimes we are, sometimes the law is wrong. So if any given individual is too small to ever affect change, the public's gonna hate us no matter what we do. If corporations and governments will trample over people the same, regardless of the character. And if we can't even be sure we're doing the right thing, what do you do, Adonai? What the hell do we do? It's pretty simple. It's not as complicated as you think. Like these? Only logical ways to live? Do whatever it takes to win. Tough. I'm defending the grand scheme of things. Do my worst. And no one will notice. Inherently evil, holding back won't save your soul. Just fight with both barrels. Trust the opposition to do the same. Winner takes all. 9 p.m., July 1st, 2086. Right, Zilla text you. Turn your phone off. Chatty guy. Must have been due to go on a break. You need to hold the button to get the doors closed faster. Mashing does nothing. It's not what I meant. There are many others around. Doesn't she not like elevators? She doesn't like elevators. Whoa. Oh, hey. And don't sit on there, the cold wouldn't be accurate. Shown here, but I run a little hot. Yumi Sato, Medicos. Wait, doesn't know. Not listed, I guess. That's when Yumi. You're Morgan? I represent the deceased. I'm only assuming that is standard um that is standard morgue dress code. Carter, when they do inventory and budgeting, they ask me if I need it. Never do, so I submit a blank form. But I guess a while back there was a +1 in a spreadsheet somewhere. No one's ever corrected it, so boom, I get 4 new monitors every year. Some use of the screens. What? Okay. I've been stacking up these chips, though there's one chip I missed. Got it, Mom. Climate change induced complications. But that climate change contributed to an otherwise natural death? Very, very rarely. You can prove what does that mean for the family of the deceased. Plus or minus 14% of the life insurance payout. Dude, just boils down to telling a bunch of cheapskates how to split the dead man's bill. It's enough to make homicide feel like a breath of fresh air. It was... Skin is remarkable. Just looking close, you can tell that they really are warm. Human body temperature, but they've come a long way. Gens all looked flushed, felt like they was running a fever. They ran like it too. Warm android only lasted... Respiratory failure. Not enough oxygen in the blood. Root cause being suppression of the central nervous system. Busyness, headaches, or speech exhaustion. Finally, respiratory rest. It's like an Apple Watch. Yeah. His friend is here, his private sector folks. Pharmaceuticals. Then patented a new compound drug. Not a corporate lawyer. So you came with this strategy just now? So this poison is actually a known substance? The hospital could easily identified. Wasn't considered a trade secret. Yes, unfortunately that is a possibility. Still, just because a drug is new doesn't mean it's original. Once it's prescription only, or a controlled substance, might know by another name, but with a potential structure. Yeah, they come in all shapes and sizes, from all kinds of things. Slicing now, with a detailed knowledge on its half-life. About 20 milligrams? For medicine. So just an overdose of something relatively harmless then. No, not if 20 mil was enough to crash the entire nervous system. Of course. So, ready to view the body? Skip it if you want. And most people get squished around corpses. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay then, let's get started. Back. back. Okay, then let's get started. Alright, I'll just step out for a moment to give you some privacy. Please, thank you. Talked was on Sunday. Laning, I remember that. It's Prince of the Matter. Right, you had to order this piece of shit sculpture or something by mistake. It came damaged and you wanted to send it back for a refund. Gently reminded you how with your salary, it's literally not worth your time. Kindly offered to throw it out for you, since you're having so much trouble letting go. Only offering because you want to see how loud the sun's shattering on the bottom of my trash can. And I did, even though you were right. It was obvious. I should have let you have that one. Thought it would look different. It looks exactly the same as I remember. His skin is pale, he's very still. His face is the same. His hair, his hands. Expecting something more drastic. Last time I saw him, he was alive. He smiled and he told me he would see me soon. Now he's dead. Something is gone. Can't find the difference. Trying to look harder. I think I might just not be capable of him. I wonder why. Why I was created to not be capable. Could be an issue of skill. Or maybe it's not something that can be seen, no matter how hard you look. It's there, I guarantee it. Seen the transition enough times to be sure that between life and death, distinction has significance. To the dead, at the very least. And to smoke? Here? Now? I'll pay the fine. That's not the issue. Expecting me to fall to pieces. Real boys grieve in all kinds of ways, Pinocchio. Some don't grieve at all, it seems. I'm a cold woman, sorry to disappoint. The hell? What the hell was this thing light? Adonai, you have your secret backwards. Back into cold storage room. Oh, we don't get a scene? Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, hexagonal structures. Organic? There's a number of metallic elements too. Speculate on its intended use based on what we know of the structure. It certainly acted like a depressant, binding to receptor pathways and affecting the balance of neurotransmitters uptake. But no neurotransmitter reuptake. Depressants are pretty rare in the designer drug scene. True, reporters are looking for a higher, crazier trip. It's a more powerful depressant will just make you fall asleep. Not much you need to hit up the gray market for that kind of experience. No, there's not. Which will be helpful during a very difficult time. Hey, anything you need, give me a ring. It's very generous. Rockford's orders got me on call, so I'm already getting overtime for the whole weekend. Glad to hear it. Goodbye, Yumi. Bye to you, Greenie. My name is Sarah. Nice to meet you, Sarah. Corporate territory. National headquarters for the likes of Howenshires, Lock-Kun, Tethys, Ninth. One of them sheltered their own microcity. Employee accommodations. In their skyscraper's shadows. Whalefall, entirety of the ocean fall, coming together to feast and grow and live. Live off the fetid, rotting fat of the leviathans that swallow generations of people by the mouthful. Here it is commonly listed. My weight is... Do I really have to disclose that? I think Sarah's a little overweight. Better cut back on the organic matter. Noble lays claim to one of the largest shadows in the city. It's meant to be intimidating, I'm sure, but today I'm glad the nobles keep such a sizable physical presence here. Answers about David, his work on Sarah. I never get browsing the company website or speaking to a representative. Synopsis, relationships. There are typically trivia sections as well. Should I start there? History. I didn't read that part. I need to read. How did you know my father? What? Sorry, did I interrupt your brooding? No. Your online presence is not significant. Saying I don't have enough followers? Essentially. We went to the same college. Studied programming? No, I studied all kinds of different things as an undergrad, but not technology. Wait for law school? I wasn't preparing for law school. Anything else, really. David, though, he had talent, and he knew he wanted to do something with it. He studied programming, robotics, discrete math, cybernetics. What classes did you share then? Business ethics. I was the second best student in the class, and he was first. He was the one who asked the most questions. Not sure about his actual ranking. I found the course challenging, and I clearly didn't, despite being younger. Guess he felt burned. He'd come up to me after class to argue, and sometimes to ask for help. Father always talked about socializing like it was a chore. It's kind of you to give him a chance. What, like I was some kind of social butterfly? Belle of the ball? You weren't? One Sunday night, he knocked on my door, all panicked, saying he was in bad shape for this tech course. There was a midterm or something the next day. I couldn't make heads or tails material, but I did my best to at least quiz him. Satisfied, though, he wanted to cram the rest of the night. Father had to cram for an undergraduate midterm? Some scandalous? Then called the founder of modern programming. Yeah, well, even founder types can afford time management when they're 21. It's already fried at that point. Wasn't hard to tell what he was really asking for. I stole a study aid from him. He stole a controlled substance? Just to help him with studying? No, that'd be insane. No, I just pocketed some breath mints from the common room. Told him to pinch his nose and swallow fast because the taste is so strong. Gave him a placebo. He already knew the content as good as he ever would. What he needed was to sleep. He could barely keep his eyes open by the time I got back from my daring heist. Didn't take much convincing for him to rest his eyes, just until it kicked in. Test? B+, I think. Surprised that father stayed close with you after that. He stole and lied to him. Stole and lied for him. David understood that. He was good at understanding things without me having to spell them out. But I guess that's not the kind of thing that gets passed down through programming. Anyways, we kept in touch with that. First year of grad school, he published this paper, The Turing Solution, a framework for programming adaptive linguistic heuristics. When his advisors came up with that title, David thought it's way too cocky, but it still hasn't failed any known Turing tests in the years since. Don't act like you're the one who deserves credit for it. He called me one weekend, asking for advice to handle all the attention. Job offers, interviews, apprenticeships, invitations to immigrate. To tell him. I don't remember telling him anything, actually. Referring to his one-point doctrine. Quality over quantity. Simple and elegant, just like his code. Questions. Anathema. What the? Oh god. Just say fast enough. What just happened? Private you own? What was it for? It's private, understand? It's your interest in talking about it with you. Say you understand. I understand, Ed and I will be arriving shortly. Shall I send word ahead? Just tell him that David's lawyer is here. Something bothering you? I think this is only one room. The complex is so massive that it doesn't even feel man-made. It's like it was carved out of the rock by waves. It's like it's always been here. That's the con. This place was actually natural. There'd be birds everywhere. I didn't consider that. Why aren't there birds here? Probably because of what they do to the ones that get in. I'm kidding. They don't have a better explanation. So much energy. So many people, all so intense. Kidding. Saturday, places have empty. Doesn't everyone work on Saturdays? The parents do, so they don't need to find a childcare on Sunday. Everyone else flips the coin, I guess. These people out for 12 hours, 6 days, 6 days. Good lord! What happened? Where'd the unions go? Oh my god, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week? This is standard? Here's Lobo again. Noble Electronics. How's it feel stepping in here? Is this some kind of religious experience for you? Just a corporation, or just a corporation, more or less. Careful now, or they'll burn you for heresy against the company. Said it again. Oh my god, it's like that one other game. You're mimic employers, aren't you? So candle-based employers, but I can pick them at that? Is it just part of a corporate culture? Comfy dorms, working company quarters, logos above your head. You can sleep and breathe on Noble's timetable at its discretion. Your whole life inside of it, Noble must feel big enough to be the only company there is. Starting to get sour. If they just send me the first link in their infinite chain of corporate bureaucracy, I'll make them wish. Morgan? That's me. Hey there. Android Manufacturing, Quality Control, Eastern Division. $11. This guy looks sorry as fuck. struggles with solving captures. Oh my god. Wait, I've heard of this guy. Have I heard of this guy? Evan. I think it was just like referenced. I'm David's lawyer. The company. Why are they all looking at me? Able to finish the job. Look at that. It's definitely custom. Gee, you think? Good thing I saw it on an expert. One that goes without saying. Reminds me of the A16 Premiere, if anything. Barcode is clearly printed, no visible defects. Right, doesn't correspond to anything we've got in file. Well, they sent you the right man for the job. Now we just need to go to the right place. It's in the building. This guy looks sorry as fuck. That could mean anything down the hall to half a day's hike. Russian line on B9 should have everything we need. Oh man, I've been noveling. I've been noveling for so long. When I gotta get to gaming? Whoa. It's being built out there. 2009, brand new bestsellers. The Animate 16, warm. It's got gold out there. Keep the factory floor refrigerated. Slowest organics already turned metabolic activity to a minimum. Smell like rotting flesh. Flesh out there is only somewhat rotting. Slowly. Man, I'm surprised to see metal. Yeah, well, 16s have alloy endoskeletons. The organics were layered on later in the process. It's like what Sarah told me about herself. Maybe she really was the A16 prototype. Hard to imagine bringing the gap between her and these scattered doll parts. Real skin with synthetic muscle. It's a horror show. Metal pulling on skin, which is right. 2.0, they work backwards. Organic muscles, organic skin. Digital signals on organic heart, where was dead end. Oxels flicks when you pass an electromagnetic through him. Like an unflick, sure, but that's not nearly precise enough for facial expressions. Like puppets strung up on live wires. Use the test footage to haze interns, actually. Damn. Alan Young. That's a lot of info that I don't really remember. .3D printer? .3D printer for nano machines. Is this sentence even fucking grammatically? Like a ribosome building structurally complex proteins. Oh, like a ribosome building structurally complex proteins out of a chemically simple nucleic acids. What the fuck are you just talking? Should say. Oh my god, can these guys stop nerding out? Just didn't think the oxygen was red. Color's natural. Comes from the bio-manufacturing process. True. Halo Lieutenant Desk. Doesn't empty ones in hours. There's still more? His arm. Box. Oh boy, I love reading. As if this visual novel couldn't get any visual or novel enough. We like things that resemble the living. Cartoons and puppets and toys. Like things that are damn near indistinguishable from living. Like whatever name Noble's latest projects are being sold under. Deep, deep trenches between these two wings. Products are universally appalling to human sensibility. Can't be valuable. No doubt remain a useful tool for teaching and marketing for generations to come. Or whatever we are saying. Don't increasingly clear to us that the this between nearly insignificant and truly insignificant is much wider than we expected. Go under one sky. The lens of his characters, they're so very divided worlds. Sullivan never shared that about it. As in fact, it's one peak on the other side, point past making an artificial existent and more human in its features serves to make you experience more uncomfortable, more difficult, or frog, more pitfalls. To reach Sullivan Pink, traveling any further. Yeah. Silhouette just teleports. Pincushion. Tests. You know, test rack on no products on shop products, period. Programmed and tests. These programming laws were blah 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 blah. Program language. car or something, Sarah? No scars. Depend on the center of gravity. Hey, this Sarah could wrestle a public disturbance walker and come out on top. Stop Hamas. They bring up for suppression in terms of computation. That's what it says. That can't be right. Good does. I was actually hoping you could tell me something about the software and metadata. Who worked on it and when? Right, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Heading logs have been purged. Sound very above the board. Sarah, when? This machine, I need computer storage. Answer the question with any accuracy. Dr. Asher or whoever took very different paths to get there. So, Sarah's even less income with every other didn't expect to hit a dead end there. You've been very helpful. Can we still get the registration done? No problem. We've got the software and forms all set up here. Just a little new business where I bring one fresh from the oven, you know? Oven? Gross. She's going to be the official owner of this unit. She is. As it says, Mr. Will disagrees my responsibility. Fine with the designation, Sarah? We can set it to anything you like. Actually, never mind. Sarah will do just fine. Factory defaults, couple of quirks. Not right now. That's the thing, it's the grading. 23 tenants here, nothing too far than ordinary. Palatable than that. Guessing tenant count from outward appearance. Craft shoot. What are tenant? Okay, let me read this. Okay. It's like a block of code or something. Okay, give it a 10. Good night, Zoe. That's a lot of digits. Right. Speaking first is a sign of weakness, is it? You thought I could avoid wading into the swamp of corporate pretend power dynamics. We're getting to business. Let's step it. She'll hit 24 hours around here. Just this is fine. Miss Young. Full of Android features. Red meat, burgers, R30 counts. Feeling to 3. Attending baseball games. Getting children to stop crying. Let me save this real quick. A lot of progress. David asked you to take it? I've been told that David's in the state already. Then you know that I wasn't alone last night. I was that witness. Whoa. Really? Obviously. Many people David bother being in prison. Welcome into some not from the drink. Some last night. It's 30. Balance number captured by the quick quiver. Till around 8 p.m. So we spent half an hour together. What do they call person? Put a number on it. Doesn't sound that long ago, but feels probably just talking. Commit suicide in front of me. What happened? Before he said he wanted to toast. Got up, walked back into his workshop, and he must have went down into his basement to get us a bottle. Checked some messages in the meantime. Tried the few. Bottle of whiskey, 2 plastic cups. Drank and talked. Quieter, spoke less. Thought I was just getting drunk. Didn't get worried until he started to fall asleep. Tried to wake him? He wasn't responding. I shook awake, but he didn't seem. I left him and ran to the kitchen to use the security system. No. Suppose I didn't. But it worked out. Numbers, emergency protocols. He fell straight to his helipad with one button press. The part was limp. Fortress focus. So that's why. Yes. Got quiet as the time passed and he spoke less. The last clue I think he said was that he was happy ending it here. Said that he was content. Down the glass after that. Drink every last drop. That sound like David Asher to you? Curious for us perfectionist, David? Guess it doesn't. Whoa, that's a lot of reading. How long did our authority was experienced and overpaid? in the morning, toasting awful vodka to one another in cups. We go from the break room, toasting our first victory against the corporate beast. The lack of sleep and the drinking, the next day was rough as hell. Cups and liquor, that was our little ritual. Twice when he presented me with my cup, it was ceremony for us. Ah, that's correct. Whoa, where'd all these towels come from? Oh, mailroom? Not since the 30s. Just figure of speech. This is for Ben. Guess I have decided what I believe. kindly slow the hell down? Was I walking too quickly for you? I wasn't walking. I was speed walking up 2 flights of stairs. It's very different. Speed walking? That's like a perfect technique. So like the chin. Jiao. Just let me catch my breath for a minute. Adonai, it's possible you are out of shape? No. We left cab or harbor because I'm not wearing the right clothes or the right shoes. Is that so? Yes. Also, I didn't treasure hydrate and the sun's reaching its zenith. That would have been several hours ago. Do you mean the air? He said it would be a short walk from street level, so prepare myself mentally for a short walk. Then he took off like a rocket. He didn't mention that we'd have to go upstairs. Sure this place is even back here? Views online were quite clear. It's worth the trouble finding it. You're a mountain climber. Some friend hunting for the musician David Circles, expecting to see someone from the City Orchestra Jazz Club. Champlain flute, teacup kind of musician. It's tequila and neon part of town. Turn. Adonai, be careful. What? It's a stray, bearing its fangs too. If you're carrying diseases, you should relax. Adonai, it's growling. It's not growling at me. See? Just me that doesn't like too much static. How'd you get it to calm down? It's an animal, not a monster. It wants to be calm. Do you like animals? What kind of cold-blooded freak doesn't like animals? Do you have a pet? No, never have. Why not? Because I don't want to take care of a pet. Seems counterintuitive to me. Makes perfect sense to me. I don't need it to make sense to you. Notice you're only this talkative when it's just the two of us? As an observation. It's generically only appropriate to respond to comments that are addressed to oneself. Today I've really been addressed directly by other people, other than you. In other words, you're shy. It's not what I... Can I try petting it? It's not low, no law against it. Ultraviolet. This is the establishment. See if Isaac Porter. It says habitual as friend claims. His closest man? This man you've never met? I think he was close. Yeah, at some point. So that the metadata showed significant cooling of interaction between the two of them. Friend is also a phone call between the two last night. So they were close. That is completely inappropriate for me or anyone to speculate about. Inappropriate? It's only... I'm getting a very important text message from my private investigator. Do the robots fuck? Catch the killer yet? No. What the heck? I sent you his position. Not his position. I haven't spoke to Porter yet. There's no reason to suspect her right now. Name. Surprised you're invested all of a sudden. David Asher, corporate sellout in your eyes? Prince corporate sellout. Asher gets respect. If I'm a demolitions expert, he's like a really good architect. That's almost sweet, I think. Asher started working in Cube. From the architect analogy, today's standards is like, I don't know, as a kid he built all his bricks by hand, or something. You know that lit homework can help you with forming analogies. Eat this analogy. They come through or characters break. It's supposed to be a guy giving you the finger. I take it Cube is a programming language. Special about it. Come on. Code with the assumption that you will always be connected. So you can depend on having fat libraries of reference to lean on. Something go wrong, errors get reported to you automatically. But not Cube. You can look it up. Basically, Cube is especially for robotics and like machinery. Stuff that had to operate in mines under the ocean. If no one fears the signal service. The cube had to be self-sufficient. Where'd I actually learn cube anyway? It's older than dirt. From like the 40s. The 40s is crazy. That's in like 50 years. Alright. Who are we talking to? Okay. Gets left on the club. Tabloid interview? Exclusive sit down with luxury. You've heard her name on everyone's lips. You've seen her face in magazines and commercials. It's a beautiful name. It's an ego thing, but it's just a random username I picked up. It's grassroots. Then there's a pseudonym. Give me a little shade from all attention. That's a brand. I can't change it though. It's a stock market spin, so certainly in control. Clothes, plain white t-shirt and gym shorts. No branding visible. Anything else might seem sloppy or seem even unflattering. On her, it only makes her natural beauty stand out that much more. Can't wear anyone unless I'm intending something. Don't dress like this, all my sponsors fall into bidding wars if I don't leave the house. It's bad for your skin, right? See, mine's flawless. Be a little bratty, act a little spoiled. Keeps you young. 18 to 39, now and forever. Powerful. Can like eat things? Yes, I can. What, like entertainment? There's no such product. Strange towards heat. Online user guides for noble warm mode. Should sometimes get your energy from electrical, usually wireless. Church separation anxiety. It's not like dog food at all. Where have I seen this before? Pet store? Seems like you can. What? Marbled beef? Right? Traponic. There's more. Yep. Talent. Pretty close to the floor. It's a full round table aspect of the place. Some cool footing. Dancing in the dark. Let's get past the bouncer. You might have met here. You have an importer? I can't see David walking in here. He's found the walk so challenging. Too loud to relax. Not dark enough to be anonymous. Bad in here. The music isn't quite. Find you service to know before we leave. What kind of music and Android do you even like? Early 21st century punk rock. You should listen. Like that kind of stuff. You should listen to. Why should look at? Why should look at like that? You should listen to. What's it called? I Lay Down My Life For You by JPEG Mafia. I think Peggy would fuck with like robots and stuff. Just like a pro androids. I haven't met all androids. I can't speak for them. They're smart. They say the music peaked with early 21st century punk rock. Oh yeah, that's him, alright. He's killing time before it sets tonight. Let them today's over. Sure to proceed that night? Sure that you need to hang back. For me, I'll play it cool. Hey there. Some sick bees out there on the floor. Wrong move, wrong move. Oh. No! I got it wrong. No. My aura was so bad that I lost a chip from that. My first chip loss was from an aura. Can I go back? You dress like a cop. I mean, media, aren't you? No! What the? Fucking little. How? Two? Negative aura. How would I ever recover? I lost 2 chips and I didn't get that 1 chip from reading that article. It's over. It's over. I'm never. Not here. Thanks, Isaac. Isaac Porter. Mission bassist. News grilling. Champagne. Assistants training. Producers. Ads. Gift giving. Holding laundry. I don't do requests. Yo, both him and who's his ass? Both him and Asher. Don't thank me. I might just sit here, shut my mouth, and stick you with my dab. What kind of lawyer are you? What kind of friend? Just a friend's attorney. You missed the bus on that, yeah? That's a friend that needs to know what happened yesterday. Isn't everyone? Just one else friendly lawyer. Haven't seen him in weeks. I've seen him. We both know that you spoke with him over the phone yesterday. Only short-term. But Isaac? Pretty obvious that you don't want this particular spotlight to linger on you any longer than necessary. So why don't we cut to the chase? No lies, no playing coy. Sarah? Isn't I? The hell? Is that thing transmitting? I'm not streaming any data now. To record everything from the court. Fine. You two were together, is that correct? We were together. I ended it. Yesterday. Here to elaborate? Our entire relationship? Oh wow, they were actually dating. Look, you can tell me everything once I can get on record. Or you can hear the same questions over and over again from 1,000 different cops in the mix within the next 3 months. We met in a bar. I'd seen him come a few times, each time with someone else. Each time talking with his mouth, but not looking with his eyes. Ticked me off. Scribbling on napkins and loading a single gin and tonic spread onto the table for 2 hours. States would all go to the bathroom or take a call and slip out the back. One of them didn't make it 10 minutes. They'd sit there the rest of the night unfazed. Couldn't tell if he was oblivious or stupid or shameless or most confident man in the world. How do you take me off? One night, things were slow and my set had been cancelled, and his date I didn't even bother to think of an excuse for bailing, so I asked him why he insisted on coming there, night after night. Just to ignore vapid people he wasn't interested in at a shitty bar with drinks he didn't like. He said, because I like your music. That'd take me off. It's cute early on, him being so passionate about work, barely pretend to understand. And I like that we gave each other space, you know. Felt like we were being mature or whatever. There was no one day where everything turned sour. At some point I started to understand where his priorities were. Now I ranked at them. Like I said, he was passionate about his work. I just wrongly assumed that he would also be that passionate about me at some point. So I pulled away a little, wanted to see if he'd notice, if he'd miss me. Testing him like that isn't the biggest red flag in the world. He never budged. I could ignore him for days and wouldn't be the least bit ashamed to see me. If I picked a fight, he'd never get angry or upset. He'd apologize. He didn't want to fight with me. Guess he was never invested enough to bother. It's my mistake. Damn. Watch him sit there all those nights, not giving a shit when people walked away, and still I had the stupid idea that somehow, for whatever reason, I would be different. That I'd be special. But I wasn't, so I ended it. Last night, I called him. Didn't expect he'd pick up. Had everything prepared to leave a message with an assistant or ad or whatever. But he answered, first ring. That hesitation, shame, or awkwardness. And that took me off. So I told him exactly how valued he had made me feel in the past few months. I told him exactly how insignificant I felt as a boyfriend of the illustrious Dr. David Asher. What do you say? He apologized. Then he asked me if that was all I called to tell him. Whoa. I don't know for that. The rest of the night wrapped in warm disdain for him in his coldness. He had made that easy for me. Sleep hurt, but clean, ready for something new. This morning I wake up to see that my ex killed himself not 2 hours after he let me walk out his life, so I just said, don't. What the hell, man? What the hell, David? And now you're just a tip of an iceberg of lawyers and reporters and buzzards, parasites who want to hear about the man who sent David Asher over the edge. Never wanted to be his last lifeline, or the straw that broke his back. I just wanted to be his goddamn boyfriend. Turned out that I was asking for too much. So I had to be determined whether David committed suicide. You serious? You don't have all the facts. And you do? Any one of them point to anything else? Thought so. Thanks for your time. I'll let you get back into it. That's it? No summons? Court has no need for you to retell a sad story like that. Start to bother you at work. Sir, let's go. Discography. It's very impressive. Yeah, thanks. Your range is remarkable. So pay me to see that all your works in the last quarter have been so melancholy. I think. What the hell would you know about any of that? What's the matter? Can't find the words? You steal them from first, butcher them before pushing them back up? It's not trained in deities, that's it. Now, pardon me. My mistake, really. Not your fault. You were only standing here because rich nerds allowed to rob the world blind from last century. Sarah, we're leaving. I should have lost points for that. He was under the false impression that I was programmed using a massive automated learning model. An early 21st century. Why did you talk to him? I wanted to. Just felt like I should say something to him. Word of advice. People don't want comfort from strangers, especially when they're androids. They want it from people they want it from. Coming from anywhere else is just corn syrup on a parched tongue. Doesn't matter how sweet it is, they'll just start gagging. Know a lot about people, don't you, Adonai? Compared to you, I'm a goddamn savant. Come on, there's not much time left. Is there still someone, somewhere you want to investigate? to where I need to return to, actually. Porter was right. As things stand, I don't have any evidence that could establish an alternative interpretation of facts. If there did exist hard evidence that could prove his death wasn't a suicide, there's only one place I could find it at this point. Hey, isn't there like 45 minutes till court? Oh. On the delivery system, like an inhaler. Airborne poison is either shoved in your face or sprayed over a wide area. No one around David has shown any kind of symptoms. Zora left his oral intake. Young's corroborated statement was that David didn't exhibit any irregular symptoms or behavior until he started drinking that night. Police didn't find anything unusual in any of who were drinking this except for his cup. Results were inclusive. Young was drinking from the same bottle, the same type of cup, and didn't get sick. Enough to conclude that David's cup alone was poisoned. Minus 10 points. Came back with whiskey in 2 cups. Better, 5 points. Police have been here since we left the 23rd Arcs file. They didn't find anything that matches poison down here. Just poison went straight to his drinking cup then. To flip this around again. Just I think 360 back to where the prosecution. What would I want more than anything? Claim there's no video evidence to contribute to you. Was David off camera? 4 minutes. Perfect element of the crime, proving his innocence. Don't have footage of that. There are no security cameras down here. I think there are. What do you mean? Whole building code head to toe, but number of security systems. Pretty renewable. It's all plugged into Penumbra. Except that. That panel is extracted by Cotter's security systems. To a security system exec, one corner of his penthouse. Real unnecessary, father were not. Other than start hitting cameras in his own home. Anything possible. Meet your express verbal command. Not like David can press charges against us at this point. Do it. You actually need me to say that? For the purpose of record keeping, yes. I've gotten past the 64-digit code, and I have found cameras. There are a number of them embedded in the rooms, walls, and ceilings. Network. Behind my hibernation unit. Beats me. Okay. So with this anyways. Got a fall notification. What? Well, it's a true story based on primary sources who were present for the subject. Copenhagen, 1981, 8:10 a.m. local time. Carrying man with a muscular, sharp, world-class professional rugby player, just a global Dogga Bank on Fredericksburg's Lane. Explains to the bank teller his bomb in his suitcase. Wants his gym bag filled with unmarked bills. Duty pressure process him. 9 seconds swings. The man simply catches the book and bends it into a twisted knot with his massive dinner plate-sized hands. As to describe the suspect to the police, the teller only had to say, the man was all muscle. The rest of the bank house proceeds without incident. The man exits the building just as police arrive, and suddenly, the suitcase explodes. Just a smoke screen. Local officers quickly recognize the plot and rush towards the door, grabbing each of the hostages as they flee while desperately searching the perpetrator. What they find instead is a diminutive, frail, sheepish young man, barely 160 meters tall, with a gym bag full of money, no recollection of how he got there. Known psychologist and trained hypnotist Dr. Werner Kurtzer wrote the following diagnosis: acute DID. That's right, the man had a split personality. So great was the disparity between his two halves when they switched control. He's physically changed, becoming taller, bulkier, and capable of previously unthinkable feats of strength. So be careful what you say a man like Father can't do, just because of how he looks on the outside. Believe everything you've read on the net. A meeting. Perhaps an encounter. Two apex forces of nature. Two kings in the forest. Hey, I'm back. The stag and the tiger, I think. Great, I'm officially less culture in the robot. Cabinet with his mystery hinges on. Did we hear anything? Have way underage, aren't you? 2 years old or whatever? Technically. That went a lot worse than I expected. Sure, maybe you'll find a mocked out if you climb up without a tail. Step ladder. The ladder extends, but the step ladder falls out. Wouldn't know the distinction. I cannot open this door. Yeah. Okay. That's evidence. I need search terms. Bro, what? Wait. Six. The fuck? Maybe it's something to do with, Porter? But I don't have the year, though. Let's just scroll down. Okay. Let's go to terms again. Let's see, Turing solution maybe? Bruh. It's important. Porter. No, Jung. Bro, I didn't even learn anything from everything else. How am I supposed to fucking know? Okay, let me go back to the painting, maybe. No, why would that be part of it? Turing solution doesn't have a date. Maybe it's just Turing. Bro, I don't know. Sarah. Okay. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Let's do it. I try 11:25:58 again. 11:25:58. What is this? Oh. Oh. I want this. Oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. Lock it. I feel like it might be like a profile or something. Like Porter or Young. What? So doesn't really work because, Sarah. Come on, dude, that's the wrong one. Okay. Terms. Let's go back. Now's the Morgan. There's someone that. Was there some word that only two of you know? F-R-E. Hold on. It's literally just. Oh my god. Okay, you can shut up, future. After Don Juan. Diana. Wait, what did you say? It's a panic room. Wait, what? Back door. Back door. Oh, I don't know if it's not well enough. Enough time. 36 hours. Compensate. Damn. I'll save here. Just fucking clipping through the phone case casually. Should I save again?